This short squeeze stock, CRTX stock, can explode anytime soon. Anytime soon. The short interest on the stock is 54.25%. That is 54% of its 15.540 million shares that is floated. They have been sold short, and this may have been as a result of what happened in the end of October of this year, 2021. That time it became a huge target for short sellers after its experimental Alzheimer's disease treatment Atuzaginstat flopped in a late stage trial towards the end of that month, October. And then the management of the company recently said that that same drug does appear to show a worthwhile clinical benefit for Alzheimer's patients who also tested positive for the gum disease bacteria P. gingivalis. Okay. Even though that analysis from them is not definitive, but it may help the company identify correct patients, that might be they can use to further evaluate this drug atuzaginstat. Okay, so the analysis is that even that drug alone, can generate a mega blockbuster sales of up to $5 billion. So and it's also expected that in the first quarter of this year, of this coming year, 2022, Cortexime is expected to provide an update to investors on this upcoming clinical trial. Okay, so and this update, keep that in mind, first quarter of 2022, it can lead to a spark of a short squeeze. It can spark a short squeeze on the stock. So let's have a look and see what happened. This was probably when that happened. On the 27th of December to 27th of October. You can see that everything declined, and that since that time it hasn't really recovered. This is the 1 year chart. It hasn't really recovered since that time. It dwelled in the oversold condition for some time, for a while. But since that time, the momentum has started to improve, even though it's just gradually waning. Okay, and accumulation dropped as well, and it's the trend for the accumulation right now is a bearish one. So going to the option speed, we can see what's going on here. The folks who are keen on the options are definitely very, very much they know something is going to happen at some point. 54.25% definitely easily makes the stock very attractive, to say the least. It is just easily makes the stock very attractive. You can see the sort of open interest we have here, all the way down to, even we can see a $75. This $75 strike has an open interest that is even more than the open interest of which one would it be, or just as much as the open interest of it's a $30 strike. Okay, I wouldn't read a lot of meaning into that, but it just gives you an idea of what market participants what they're targeting. I wouldn't really, like I said, I wouldn't give it a lot of read a lot of thought into it, but never say never. 1,455 for the $100 strike. This is the January 2022 series. So market participants are definitely pricing in a move. They're expecting something to happen definitely. So for this last trading session, it closed down by 2.4% and 1 million shares crossed the tape, which was below average. The underlying trend for this session was also bearish. Okay, and on its 1 year chart, let's see what's going on there. The underlying trend is also bearish as well. So the stock in itself it's riding within a longer term bearish trend, driving its MACD above the signal line. However, shares remain below a declining 200-day moving average, signifying that the dominant trend remains lower. Okay, momentum for CRTX stock is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow escalator is falling as investors sell the shares and drive the price lower. Okay, so Today's volume, the 28th of December, was larger than usual, trading 1 million shares versus an average of 764,000. It was heavier than usual, trading 706. Trading 1 million shares versus an average of 764,989 shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer-term selling pressure has given way to near-term accumulation by traders, even though this accumulation distribution is not reflecting that. But the unbalanced volume indicator is here. It is, can see it is looking up. The slope is bullish, So we have this is all the way back to November. We have targets of about $5 from Citigroup. Okay, so fingers crossed. What we are looking at right now as it concerns CRTX stock is when they will provide us an update in the first quarter of next year, 2022. That is a critical period, very, very critical period. You can see this is the 1 year chart. Everything is bearish here. Everything is bearish on this 1 year chart. Okay, let's have a look and see what we can find from the this is 1 year. Let's look at, we have seen let's look at the last 10 days. Let's look at the last 10 days, what's going on there. Let's see what's going on over the last 10 days. Okay, it's pretty decent, but I think it's quite bearish to say the least. But even at that, much of that period has been on an uptrend, but it's just of late that has started to decline. As at the 27th, which was yesterday. 27th, that was when we started to see this decline for the stock. So okay, on this 10-day chart as well, momentum is bearish as well. Accumulation is moving sideways. So we're just going to use this 10-day chart, and we're going to use this high of $14.09. Let's see whether we have been able to achieve anything close to that of late. 14.09. Let's see. Let's look at the last 14.09. Let's look at, if you don't mind, we're going to go back to the 1 year and see how far, whether we have been able to reach 14.09 since it retraced. 14.09, when the last time it was there was in November sometime. Okay, 14.09. okay, 14 okay, we were there. It was there early this month in December. So we're going to use we're going to go back to that 10-day chart, and we're going to use that 14.09 to determine our price target for the stock in the near term. So we have 14.09, this high on the 27th of December, and this low of 12.94. okay, let's see whether we can determine some price targets. 14.09 and 12.94 minus 12.94 will give us a 1.15 times 2.618. You can always use any other Fibonacci extension level you deem appropriate. So we're just using 2.618. so we add it to the closing price of 12.3, which will give us 12.3. I have to start all over again. I think we got okay, 14.09 minus 12.94 minus 12.94 is 1.15 times 2.618 to give us a 3 plus 12.03. 12 no wonder, that's why I got it wrong. 12.30 to give us $15.31. So in the near term, our target is $15.31. Is that realistic? Yeah, perfectly realistic. Definitely, it's definitely realistic. That's our target for the near term. So the period to watch is first quarter of 2021. We're just a few sessions away from that, to first quarter of 2022, and that's when the company will update us, all of us, the public, the markets, concerning the drug. Their drug for treating Alzheimer's to Zaginstat. So our target is 15.31. It has a huge short interest of 54.25. Not the biggest we have seen. We have seen short interest to close to 70% and all that. But thank you very much for watching this video.